Yoda onesie on. This is my Yoda onesie. I'm going to not take it all the way up, but we'll take it off when someone gets here. Good evening. Happy Sunday. Or if you like The Walking Dead, happy Walking Dead Day. Let me tag a few people real quick. Let me invite Derek, and let me invite Darnell, and let me invite EJ. I think that's everyone. Everyone that said they wanted to be invited. So, hey Rick. Hi Zaid. Hey EJ. I just invited y'all. Y'all already in here. Okay, let me go ahead and take this off. So we have to talk about this. We have to talk about it because apparently there's an issue. There's a communication issue going on. So hopefully I'll be able to bring people on because I really want to hear you all's opinions, thoughts, experiences with the whole communication issue. So what it seems like, let me turn my television all the way down. What it seems like is there's a big communication gap between men and women. And I'm not sure if it's because of the whole texting thing, if it's because people don't want to talk on the phone, because people, I don't know. What do y'all want? Pigeons? Want us to send a pigeon to you? I don't know. So I'm going to give you my opinion, my experiences, things that I've encountered. And yes, I'm wearing a Yoda onesie in case anyone is wondering. This is my Yoda onesie that I have on. Anyway. So this is my thing, and I've said it before, and I'm trying to get out of it, but I hate texting. Okay, I said it. I kind of very much a lot, 90% of the time, hate texting, and this is why. There's one circumstance in which I understand, but this is why I don't like texting because to me it does not replace real live communication. This is what I mean. This is the worst message that I can get from someone. What? He said, oh, hey, Zaid. Yeah, he said, did I recover from last night? There's nothing to recover from. But anyway, this is the worst text that I can get. Tell me about yourself. What? So you want me to just copy and paste a paragraph, my biography? That's not how it works. We have to talk. We have to interact. Oh, what do? We have to have this back and forth conversation. Conversation is talking and listening. I'm not going to text you, hi, I'm 36. Well, I'll be 36 in April. I have 0 children. I was raised in Detroit, blah, blah, blah. If you want to just see and read about me, you can just read about me on my page. But I don't want that. And you don't want that. You want to have interaction. So that's one reason why. Now, are there circumstances in which people can text? Yes, I get it. There's times like, hey, I'm outside, or I'm lost, or I'm going to be 5 minutes late, or any of those short, quick things that you just want to communicate to the person, but you may not be able to speak. I get that. Zaid said, Google me. One day I'll be Googleable. So that's my thing. Also the good morning text. This is the part that I don't get. He sends you a good morning. You say good morning back, right? I guess, is that even how it works? I don't know. And then you don't hear from them until the next morning and they say good morning again. What? Why? What was the point? I don't understand. I don't get it. So that's one thing. And the last thing and I call that a textationship. When you end up texting back and forth or messaging or whatever means of communication you're using that does not involve your actual voice or actually meeting in person or FaceTiming or video chatting or whatever, I call those textationships because you're not really involved, but you texting back and forth like you involved, like you said good morning, but you don't really care how my morning is going. And if I did text you this long paragraph, would you even read it? Would it go unread? Come on, let's be honest, okay? Last and final thing that I just wanted to delve into really quick, the send me a pic request. Now, my thoughts on this actually has changed recently. If you don't know, I follow April Mason in one of her dating groups, and she does femininity coaching as well. And I agree with a lot of the things that she says. And this is one of the things that I decided to bend on. The send me a pic request. So this is the thing. I used to be the send me a pic. What do you mean send me a pic? What? You know what I look like? Now, although all those things very well may be true, you do know what I look like because we're probably friends on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. I don't really Snapchat, but you know, that's what the young kids are doing nowadays. So you know what I look like. But men are visual creatures. You all do like to see us. So I'm okay. I have relaxed that that stiff standard of I'm not sending no picture. You know, I relaxed on that. So I will send a picture. Is it going to be sexy? Probably not. Am I probably going to stick my tongue out and make a weird face? Possibly. But I get it. No one wants to be catfish. And someone just mentioned that. Rick Polk said catfish. Exactly. I don't know who Rick Polk is. Is that your real name, Rick? Maybe that is his real name. Okay, so that's my opinion. That's my 2 cents. So I want to hear what you guys have to say. If it's a guy and you have some stuff to say, I would love to hear from you because I'm sure the ladies would like to hear from you as well. So whoever wants to come on, send me a request, or hey Terrence, if you're still there, or I will bring you on. Let me see who wants to come on. Rick said he want to come on. Okay, let's do it, Rick. This is the first request. Come on, Rick. Come on and join me.
Hey.
Hi, Rick. What are you leaning back? What are you doing? Sit up and look alive.
Oh, let me sit up. Hold on. This is a first. Oh, let me take my hat off. Get my stuff together. You don't remember me? We sat at the Black Panther movie together.
Yeah, I remember. The name threw me off a little bit. Rick Polk does not sound like a real name. No shade.
No, that is my real name.
Sounds like an alien.
Oh wow, this is interesting.
But you have to admit it sounds like an alias. Okay, so what are your thoughts on this whole communication issue that people seem to be having today?
Well, one, I think that texting does have its place. I will agree that if somebody texts you good morning and that's all you don't hear from them until the next day, good morning, that could be a problem. I totally understand that. The send me a pic thing, I want to see where you were going with that, because if it's like, hey, just send me a pic of, send me a pic of what you're doing right now, what you look like right now, I might want to enjoy that. Like if I ask you to send me a pic of you right now, and you send me a pic of this face what I'm looking at right now, I'd be like, oh, look at that, So it's a way of connecting with someone and seeing them when you're not seeing them, especially if you're long distance, it can also help with that. But you're right, we are visual, and even if I'm going to see you later on, I might just want to see you right now, and I can't, but you can always just tease me, tantalize me, entertain
now,
me.
Rick.
Hey, I'm just saying, it's a way of building towards later on. A lot of times is foreplay, and I'm putting that in air quotes, isn't just about, foreplay happens all day. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
I need more lighting.
Do you think it's appropriate for?
No, I'm looking at my own picture. Don't worry, I'm criticizing myself.
Do you think it's appropriate for someone to request pictures if they're not like dating you, if they're just like a friend? Do you think that's appropriate?
Well, I think that you all need to establish what type of boundaries and what type of relationship you have. You don't. It's kind of like sending that D pic. I don't know if this is a PG-13 show or not, or
We try and keep it clean.
Okay,
on the show,
but you understand what I'm saying. Like if I just, I was
Yes.
like, hey, we meet, we start chatting, and then all of a sudden I just send you a pic. It's kind of like, well, where did this come from? So if we were just met and we start chatting, and then I say, hey, send me a pic, it'd be different. It's one thing to say, hey, send me a pic of you right now. I got paused. It's another thing to say, send me a nude or something like that. There's levels and degrees to what you can ask for and when you can ask for
the pic request.
Right. There's rules to it.
Okay.
You follow me?
Okay. Yes, absolutely. There was one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Okay. So you said that there are appropriate times in which you feel like texting is okay or whatever. What about the instance that I said when someone says, tell me about yourself? Because that really annoys me, and I want to know am I the only one?
Well, again, I think it's time and place. For example, if let me turn this TV down. It is it depends on your level of communication. It may be, I can't talk at work or I can't talk where I'm at, but I want to communicate with you. So I'm using this text as a means of communicating with you at this time. But that doesn't mean it should be the only way in which I communicate with you. Now, if it's the only way I communicate with you, that can be a problem. I can see where you could say that's a problem. But
Mm-hmm.
if it's a communication tool that we use in addition to having actual uh, telephone communication, right, face to
Yeah.
face conversation, it should add to it. It shouldn't be the only means.
Okay, I agree. I'm and this is something that's really, I guess if you kind of think about it in like old school terms, like
Yes,
back in
I
the day
agree with
before
Miss Lee. It's
texting
about
cell
balance.
phones. Oh, yes, I agree. My if you think about old school, like back before even cell phones, like when I was going to work or when you were going to work or whatever, I just didn't talk to you all day until I got home. And and this may sound crazy, but I'm still kind of okay with that. Like I don't feel like I need to talk to someone every hour of every day and I'm at work or if they're at work. Like I feel like I can just wait and talk to you later.
Oh, okay. So wait,
And I'm like, is
let me
that
go back.
weird?
Maybe I misunderstood where you were coming from. Are you saying that you don't like the texting because you feel like there's too much access to you? Or are you saying that I thought, maybe I misunderstood you. I thought that you were coming from a place of somebody only wanted to text you.
There are just different scenarios. I'm just throwing out different
Okay, all
scenarios.
right. Because I grew up in a
For me
time where we didn't have
personally,
cell
I don't,
phones, and you know what?
you call it access to you, but I mean, it's really not. You're on the phone and I can either choose to respond to you or not. And if I'm at work and I don't feel like responding, is that so bad that I would like to wait until I'm off work to respond?
No, but my question to you is when you don't respond, what is the response of your non-responding?
That I'll talk to you later?
No, no, no. Like,
Or I'd much
what the?
rather actually call you and have a conversation.
Hmm. So if somebody texts you,
I'd rather hear your voice.
let's go back step by step. So if somebody texts you and you
Okay.
don't want to talk right
Mm-hmm.
now, or you don't want to text them back, and you don't respond at all, when you do actually engage them, what is there? Are they responding? Are they saying to you, "Hey, I texted you earlier and you didn't respond. I haven't heard from you all day."
It depends. It depends on the scenario. I'm single, so I don't have anyone that's like, you need to. And that's definitely not something I'm looking forward to when I'm not single, to always have to text this person or message this person multiple times a day. Like, can you miss me a little bit? Can I miss you? Can I just wait until I want to hear your
Have you
voice
watched
until I'm
Chris
off
Rock's
work? Like, why miss work
Have you
day?
watched Chris Rock's
I have.
latest comedy special on
Yes.
Netflix? You know he talks about this, right? Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
I don't remember all the details, but I remember talking about, can you miss me a little bit? Or do I need to know every single thing? I posted this morning. I had this for breakfast. I did this at lunch. I did this when I got off. I
Right.
was on the Stairmaster for 30 minutes. Then I'm at home, and then you want to talk about your day, and I already know your whole day.
Exactly. Oh, so
Maybe that's part of the problem.
that's part of the problem. All right. What, have I answered all your questions?
Yeah, I just wanted your personal opinions, thoughts, experiences on the whole texting situation.
I like text.
Have you ever requested a picture from a woman and it went the wrong way,
What's the wrong way?
or she went off? Like she was like, "Why are you asking for a picture?" Something like that.
Nah.
No. Oh, they always say, "All right, Rick Polk. Rick Polk is a man." All right, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for sharing your
No,
thoughts,
no,
opinions,
no,
and
no. That's
personal
not true. That's
experiences.
not true. It hasn't gone the wrong way, but I've got to know, or what kind of pic. I'm like, oh, yeah, I wasn't asking for a nude. I think when people ask for a pic, that's the first thing that they think that
They
you're asking
assume
for.
nude. So too.
Say what?
Because I said I think so too, because if you already know what I look like and I already have pictures, then what more could you want? I think. And they're thinking he want to see my anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? The last time I saw you, you didn't even have your hair like that. So I could, if I asked for a pic and you send me a pic now, you got a totally different groove
Absolutely.
going on, or you might have a different
Especially
outfit.
black.
You know, the sun might hit your face a different
We
way.
change our hair up all the time, you know.
But my point is, it's I may not see you every day. I mean, you're a single woman, and I'm not talking. This isn't me like hitting on you. I'm just saying,
In general,
in
I
general, I don't
understand.
get to see you every day. So if I ask for a pic and you send me something, I might like what you have on. I might want to compliment you on what you look like today. You know,
On my yellow onesie.
For a minute I didn't know what that was. I was like, oh, okay. I'm glad you explained it.
The Yoda.
I know who Yoda is, but now you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, well, yeah, absolutely.
So it was great talking to you. I'm going
All
to continue to
right.
listen. I think I'm gonna exit stage left or
Okay,
right. I don't know how to do this. I guess you cut me out.
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Rick. That was Rick Polk. Okay, who else do we have on here? I don't know who's still here. It says I only have one viewer, but I had like three initially, so I don't know if like maybe the Facebook thing's not working correctly. So if anybody else wants to come on or share like an experience that they had with communication or miscommunication via texting or talking on the phone, I guess that's possible. Hmm. Okay, EJ's still here. You want to come on, EJ? Let me get you on real quick. Add. All right, I'm sending you a request to come on.
So you're gonna be staring at my ceiling?
Oh
Because I'm in the
no,
middle
not
of
the
twisting my
ceiling.
hair.
Okay, all right. As long as I can hear
You,
you.
you can hear me fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so my issue with texting is just that for some reason men get out of balance with texting. Like, I don't mind texting like short conversations, but like you said, I don't want to have a whole conversation that can be misconstrued through a text. And
100%.
so like usually I'll say to a guy if I'm, giving him my number, like, hey, as long as you have a balance. If all you're going to do is text me all the time, then that's not going to work. And so that's usually been my experience. And then recently I was dating a guy who was a little, well, I wouldn't even call it dating. We were talking. And he actually would call, and I was surprised. And I hate that that was the case, but I was surprised that he was actually calling and actually having a conversation with me, because it's so rare now. Guys are lazy. They don't want to call you. They rather just text you something and wait for your response. So that's been my issue with texting. Of course, I don't like when they ask for pictures either, because it depends on what I'm doing. Like, I'm not always done up or whatever, so I don't necessarily want to send a pic. Or, how it is when we do selfies. We got to take 6 and 7 and 8 selfies to get the right angle.
That angle, catch that light.
Exactly. So I don't know. I don't really care for it. It just depends. Like with guys, they can take a pic and it's nothing. When we take a pic, we have to look at our angles or how we look or whatever. So it's not that easy to just all of a sudden send you a pic. So it's annoying. You know how I look. I'm not catfishing you. If you're worried about that, then let's go ahead and meet up. If you're concerned about that.
100%. But yeah, I like I said, I kind of have let that down a little bit, and I'm willing to like send a picture and all that good stuff, as long as he's not asking for nudes, like Rick Polk said. As long as he's not asking for nudes, then we're good. So,
well, I might work on it a little bit more. You know me, I'm still becoming more open-minded these days.
We got to be.
Yes, ma'am.
So
yeah,
thank you for coming on. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so there's one other thing. We have like 8 minutes because I usually try and keep it under 30 minutes. One other thing that I'd like to talk about, if anyone has any experience with this, but it's about the 5 love languages. It's an amazing book. It was a real eye-opener for me. And it talks about different communication styles. And I was just wondering, had anyone else read the book? I actually ended up listening to it technically watching it on Facebook, on YouTube, but I actually was listening to it. And I actually read the 5 Love Languages for Singles book. I didn't finish it, but most of it. And then yes, Lauren. Lauren said, yes, it is. It's an amazing book. So I was just wondering, does anyone have any experience with that? Did they, find out what their love language is and what their partner's love language is, and did that affect their relationship at all? Anything like that? Have you learned anything special about your love language? I did take the quiz. And my top two love language and they're tied exactly, is quality time and physical touch. So those are kind of like my thing. Like if you spend time with me, like you're halfway in there. And like if you touch me, then that's even better. With some limitations with this whole, celibacy situation going on. Yeah, so those are my top two. Okay, Rick Polk has read it. EJ read it. She said hers is quality time and acts of service. Interesting. That's really interesting because I was dating this guy one time and he told me that his was acts of service and something else. And my acts of service was really like low on the list. But my quality time, of course, and my physical touch was top. Oh, and I think gifts is really low on mine too. Hello, Penny. So yeah, that's all we're talking about tonight. I figured tonight would probably be a really EJ, she tried it. She tried to put my business out there. Well, I done put it out there anyway. How celibacy impacted dating for me. Honestly, it doesn't really impact dating as much as it impacts getting past just the dating stage. I can get a date. They out there, honey, and they are checking for your girl. Okay. So it's more so after getting past it. So, I meet a guy, we go on a date or two, and, I'm like, well, let me go ahead and just, let him know what's going on. And I'm trying to think. Last guy I was interested in, he wasn't okay with that. But as I continued to get to know him, I really discovered that he and I were not very compatible. This is so random and crazy, but I'm just going to share it with you because you guys don't know this guy and he's not my friend on Facebook. So don't even try and look. But he was a younger gentleman, very handsome. But apparently he likes to, do the 420 thing, which to me, like, I feel like there's way worse things that a person could be doing, like murder and burglaring or all that good stuff. So to me, that's not that big of a deal, but it is a big deal that it's illegal here in Georgia. Even though they've decriminalized it, yada, yada, yada. But the fact that person would be willing to risk their family or their time with their family to do something like that, to me, speaks to a bigger issue. Also, frequency matters. Is that something you do like once or twice a year to relax? Or like, is that an everyday thing? And if it is an everyday thing, to me, that speaks to maybe an addiction. So he didn't like the fact that I couldn't roll one up for him. So I was just like, okay, definitely there's way more incompatibility issues than my celibacy. Hi, Derek Richardson. I don't know who that is. That must be one of you guys' friends. Maybe that's one of EJ's friends. Yeah, that's definitely another topic. We can talk about that one day, but I don't know how many people are willing to really even delve into the whole sex, non-sex talk. I don't know. That would be really interesting because I don't want it to just be the Amayou show, okay? I would rather have, a lot of different opinions and experiences and things that people would like to share. So that's really it. I guess it was pretty much an average show. It's 8:26 now, so I really didn't go over all my time. Anybody else want to chime in on anything? Anybody want to come on? Let me know. I would gladly bring you on. We can chat. I don't know if Zaid's still there. I don't know if Derek ever joined. People popped in and popped out so quick, honey. All right, I guess that's it. You all have a great evening. You know what I'll be doing at 9 o'clock? Watching The Walking Dead. I keep looking at my wrist like it's a watch. It's not. It's just my Fitbit. I don't know why I do that. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.